oh my God, I woke up this morning and I expected it to be cold. We're here in Michigan and we're at the end of October and I hate the cold weather. So when I went outside, I wore a long sleeve and I thought, oh, it's gonna be so bad. And it's absolutely gorgeous. I mean, it's like, gotta be about 7, look at the sky. I mean, it's absolutely great out here. And it's gotta be about 70 degrees. I mean, that, I can't tell you how happy that makes me. I mean, this is fantastic. I am gonna just enjoy this day as much as I possibly can. So I'm not gonna lie, something really freaky just happened. I had this camera doing that cloud time lapse right on top of here, and I actually had to run out to go take care of something. And when I came back, the camera was down here on the ground. So that fell from here to there. Now, I gotta be honest with you, I was kind of freaked out because I thought for sure I had broken my camera. And I've told you guys, I use a few different types of cameras, but this little G7X is kind of my favorite when it comes to just running and gunning, so that I don't have to carry around this big camera or something like that. But anyways, nevertheless, camera's working, everything seems to be fine. Oh my gosh, my hair is such a mess today. So hey, I'm heading to the shop. I'll be honest with you, I live about 20 minutes away from the shop, but it's a pain in the ass, and I hate the drive there, so hopefully I can just get there really quick. Let's try this one out real quick. Let's try this. And we're here. Quickest trip I've ever had over to the shop for sure. So let me ask you guys something. You're in a shop like this right here. You're alone, no one else is here. There are snakes, and there are snakes, and there are geckos, and there are alligators, and all kinds of other stuff. What do you guys do? So the fact is, I do have a little bit of work to do today. Yeah, I mean, I have a bit of work to do today, but I also want to spend a little time just having a good time, because again, I am a reptile lover, and being here around my animals is some of the times that I'm the most happy in life. So what would you guys do? You know, let me know where you would go. We've got rat snakes and corn snakes on this side, some king snakes down there, we've got geckos over there, we've got baby snakes over here, we've got hognose down this aisle, we've got all kinds of stuff to play with here, guys, and I would like to know what you would do. I mean, heck, we even got baby snakes hatching. Look at, got little tiny babies. Some of the last babies of the year are hatched right here that need to be set up today. So there is a lot of things that you can do in a place like this, but I kind of want to know what you would do if you were me. You know, one of the things I really love to do is even just look at like the geckos and stuff like that we have, because I really don't spend a tremendous amount of time with the geckos, to be honest with you. Jessica does pretty much everything with these guys. She is just amazing when it comes to the care of the geckos. And every now and then I just want to kind of pull some geckos out and just see how they're turning out, because some of these things are so gorgeous, it's not even funny. And again, when you don't see, it's interesting when you don't see things like this little guy here. Look at, hello little gecko. And this is actually just a sun glow tremper, white and yellow, but take a look at how gorgeous that thing is. And again, when you just look at how that striping on it, gosh, that's a gorgeous animal, isn't it? But you know, when you don't look at stuff every single day, it changes a lot, you know, especially when it comes to geckos. You know, as they grow, they look so different than they do as babies. Here's another one. This is actually a Mac Snow, white and yellow, and again, that white and yellow just really makes them interesting looking. But you know, when you don't look at stuff every day, you know, maybe a week or two goes by and you look and it's gotten bigger, it's gotten prettier. I mean, it's really kind of interesting. Even look at this guy here. This is a little guy. This guy's only a few months old, but this is actually a marble eye, white and yellow right here. So, and then let's take a look at this one right here. Where you at, little buddy? Oh, look at how pretty that is, huh? That's a little bold bell. Sometimes I'll just spend, you know, hours just looking around when no one's around, because you know, when the guys are working, number one, you know, I'm always busy, I've got things to do, but when I'm here alone, it's just a completely different feel, you know what I mean? And I can look at stuff like hognose. Like, look at this pastel pink hognose up here. Look at how pretty that animal is right there. I mean, that's just crazy cool. I've said this over and over again, that when I'm here with my crew, I'm trying to run the ship, make sure everything gets watered, clean, fed, all the things that I want to do. But when I'm here alone, I can just kind of become a hobbyist a little bit. And sure, I'm keeping an eye on what I need to do and make sure everything's good. But it's just times like this, like take a look at that right there. That's an aneurystic or black Tessera corn snake. I mean, that's just gorgeous, right? And it's a bummer when sometimes I get so tied up in running things that I don't have the time to actually appreciate each and every animal. I mean, there is just so much cool stuff. I mean, take a look at this one right here. Look at this thing. This is actually obviously a scaleless Texas rat snake. But man, I mean, you see what I'm saying? It's like, you know, every now and then I need days like today that just like invigorate me, because this is why I do it. It's not to sell snakes and make money. It's because I love them so much. So when I have time here alone, it kind of reminds me of that, right? Like, what am I doing exactly? You know, because sometimes I'm stuck on emails and Facebook and YouTube and all the other stuff that I'm doing, and I forget that sometimes the whole reason why I do those things like YouTube and Facebook and Twitter is because I love the animals, and I'm trying to get you guys to love the animals as much as I am. So anyways, I'm rambling now. I'm gonna look around a little bit. Let me know what you guys would do if you're here, and I'll show you some things as I'm going on. I do have to do a little bit of work. If I don't get to the work at some point, I'll just dick around with animals all day and get nothing accomplished, and that's something I can't do. So anyways, off to it. I hear something going on in this room. I had somebody... What's going on over here? What are you doing, RJ? Hello. So RJ's out playing around right now, just kind of running around, and it's always funny because he always hides in the same spot. So when I let him out to kind of run around, I always find him in between those two freezers. Without fail, that's where he likes to be. And I've got a few hours of work, so I'm just gonna let him have some fun over there by the freezers. Yeah, I'm not even kidding, guys. There are certain snakes that, to me, just don't even look real. And this happens to be one of them right here. Take a look at that snake right there. That is a pastel highway ball python. I mean, I'm not even kidding you. You know, 18 years ago when I started working with ball pythons, to even dream that something would look like this is beyond me. I mean, what in the world? That is absolutely gorgeous. That is truly living art. All right, I'm going to tell you guys something that I normally don't really share because it's a little bit of a tricky topic, but I get asked all the time, do snakes ever escape? And the truth is, when you have rack systems like this, I mean, they're super, super secure. I mean, you know, they can't really get out. But every now and then, we make a mistake for whatever reason, whether it's me or when the crew or whatever it might be, and we just don't shut the box all the way. And it's something that can be easy. Listen, if you're going through and cleaning, and let's say you're on this cage, you might think like, oh, well, I'll just leave that cage open for a second while I go grab something over here so that I know which cage I have to go back to. And the next thing you know, you come over here to go get something, and then maybe I say, hey, you know, come over, help me, and then you walk away, and sometimes you come back an hour later and you're like, whoops, that cage was open. Well, guess what? Look at this right here. Out. That is this snake right here. And this is actually a black-eyed, which by the way is absolutely a gorgeous snake. Take a look at that snake right there. That's a black-eyed leucistic ball python. Now the black eyes and the blue eyes are pretty different animals really, because the black eyes not only have the black eyes with the red pupils, but these are actually super fireball pythons, where the blue eyes are a combination of all kinds of things, lessers, mojaves, lemons, het roos, whatever the case may be. Point is that sometimes the black-eyed Lucies have these yellow splotches on them, which they call paradoxing, which is really cool. Anyways, regardless, somebody, and I'm not exactly sure who, and I'm not going to point my fingers at anybody because it could have very well been me, accidentally left that box open about a week ago, and when we went to go find it, it was gone, and it was out. Well, guess what happened yesterday? We were yesterday right over here on the top of these boxes, right here. Oh, and there's RJ again. Hey, RJ. On the top of these boxes, that guy was chilling out. He was just hanging out there. So I always tell people, do snakes get out? Very rarely here. It doesn't happen, but sometimes you guys email me or message me and say, hey, my snake got out, what do I do? And I always say, look for it the best you can. You know, you never know where you're gonna find it. But here, look at all these things here. We have so many places for snakes to hide. Yes, we look, but it's very hard to find. But the fact is that they almost always show up. I mean, it's really rare for a snake to escape and never show back up. Yeah, I was just talking to you guys about the black-eyed Lucy. This would be the blue-eyed Lucy right here. So just take a look at that. Look at how gorgeous that is, huh? Look at that thing. Holy moly. Super pastel, super vanilla, lesser. Whoa. Tell you what, I mean, I'll be honest with you guys, I needed today. I really needed today. Not that I lost focus or lose focus, but every now and then I just need to get back to my roots, which my roots are the love of these animals. And take a look at this. Oh, I love this snake too. Don't bite me. This is actually a banana cine woma lesser. Just look at how soft and pretty that snake is. What the heck? Look at this. It went from like an absolutely gorgeous, beautiful, almost blue sky, little bit of cloud day to this. Like I mentioned, it got a little gloomy out here, and even a couple little rain droplets here and there, but whenever I get a chance, I want to just get away, spend some family time, kind of break it down. So I'm going to try to enjoy some time this afternoon, so I'm going to go hook up with Lori and Noah, and Noah actually wants to go shoot some guns over at his grandpa's house, which is totally cool. You guys remember Bob, my dad, from earlier when we crashed the high-low moving a bunch of cages. So regardless, I'm not a gun guy. Hey, I'm not opposed to guns whatsoever, completely fine. But I'm not into them personally. So what I think I'm going to do is just kind of disappear into the woods, get some peace and tranquility, and then let Noah and Lori have a great time with some guns. So we'll show you what they're up to. I hear they're going to be exploding some pumpkins or something. So I'll show you what they're doing. You know, again, not involved, but they'll have a good time. All right, so Lori pieced out on us here. So it's just me, Noah, and his friend Christian in the back over there. There he is. So we are, all right, so Lori pieced out on us here, and so it's just me and Noah and his friend Christian back here. So we are gonna head over to my father-in-law's. I'm gonna put these guys in his hands. I'm gonna go in the woods and just kind of chill out a little bit. These guys are blowing some stuff up. I'm sure you guys will love it. They'll have a good time. Hopefully you come back with all your limbs, and now you're gonna be safe, right?
Maybe.
Safety first.
Okay.
Okay, so we are here now. Just to let you know, I am not condoning, I am not endorsing, I am not encouraging you to do what you're gonna see my son Noah do. He's been around guns, he's with my father who is really into guns, and he's gonna be completely safe. I personally am not a gun guy, so I am going off into the woods where I belong, out there, and these guys are gonna have a good time. Again, I just don't wanna think you guys are gonna sit back and say, hey, Brian thinks I should go blow stuff up. Although it's pretty darn cool, I'm not doing it, so just be safe and don't be stupid. There's nothing cooler than being in the woods, I tell you what. I mean, especially in the fall, it's just kind of beautiful. I'm not gonna certainly find any snakes or any animals out here, but it's still really cool just to get some nature. I mean, just look how beautiful it is out here, right? Every now and then you just gotta step away, get a little tranquil time. So how'd it go, guys?
Went pretty good. Shot pretty good today, but sadly the tannerite just didn't do as planned. Didn't blow up anything.
Yeah, I didn't hear the explosions out there. I mean, I had a great time out in the woods out there, but I didn't hear the big explosion. I heard a lot of shooting, so no go on the tannerite, huh?
No go.
What do you guys say we get out of here and
get some food?
Get some food.
Yeah. And thaw out.
I guess we'll blow some stuff up later.
Yeah, it's cold.
All right, let's go.
But I wasn't grown up.